Welcome back to the Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores Let's Play. Still where we stopped off last time, but I think we'll start things with talking to the Admiral over here, see what he has to say.
You. A word. So, the barbarian strolls into camp with Seika. The two of you promised to find our missing people. Given our desperate situation, I have little choice but to agree. That doesn't mean I like trusting our fate to a stranger. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
My name is Aloy. As for my life story, does it matter if I can help?
I suppose it depends on the cost. Compliance has trained its sights on Seika. By letting her gallivant off with a foreigner, I may have given her just enough rope to hang herself.
It seems to me she can take care of herself, but I'll do my best to keep her out of trouble.
Very well. To that end, is there anything you need to know?
You seem to think highly of Seika.
She is an exemplary Marine. Persistent, selfless, resourceful. Being stranded is a battle of attrition. Everyone wears down eventually, but not her. Not yet. I've come to rely on her more and more. She's our best hope for finding the missing. I'm sure of that.
You said your situation was desperate. How did all this happen?
We sailed from across the Great Ocean. Ours was the tribe's most important mission in a century. It was to be my swan song. Now it will be my epitaph. A typhoon struck us midway, cleaving the fleet in two. I know not what happened to the other half. Scattered, stranded, probably sunk.
I don't know. There's always hope.
After we beached, I sent out scout boats to explore the coast. None returned. And I haven't the craft nor manpower to mount a search. First I lost half my fleet, now I've lost half the survivors, so don't speak to me of hope.
And yet, Seika found a clue on that focus.
You're just like her. You don't give up.
Compliance sure seems to have a lot of sway around here.
Compliance officers are the eyes and ears of the Imperial House. It is their duty to ensure that the wisdom of our ancestors doesn't fall into the hands of our enemies. And so they ferret out the disloyal and disobedient. Inspections, interrogations, all in the name of security.
All I see is one man causing a lot of unrest in your camp.
Being liked is not part of Compliance's mandate. Assuming we ever return home, Ren will report on the crew to his superiors. That fact gives him a lot of influence. I can only pray that he uses it for the greater good.
I'll do my best to help Seika bring back your people.
If they're even still alive. Keep her safe if you can.
Alright, looks like there's a side quest down here. We can go ahead and check that out. We'll see where this is and decide whether we want to do this before we continue the main quest or not.
I see Compliance is keeping busy.
You have no idea. Or maybe you do. Meet me at the burial grounds, up the western hill.
Okay.
Good job, sweetie.
Okay, yeah, we're probably going to want to do this first since it's going into a whole new island or chunk of the area for the main quest.
Burial grounds. Better wait at the campfire for that Clan soldier.
You came. I wasn't sure you would.
Well, I'm here. I'm guessing this has something to do with the compliance officer's inspections I saw earlier?
Whoa. Hold on. I saw you stand against compliance with Seika. You must have your own reasons for doing so. But just how far are you willing to go to oppose Rang?
I'll do what I can. Look, I get that you're not quick to trust, but I can only help if you let me.
I suppose you're right. Especially in times like these. You've seen the influence compliance has here. It's even worse back home. But there are a few of us who do whatever we can to undermine them. We joined the fleet to further our cause, led by Diviner Enki. A while back, Enki set out with a crew to recover a priceless shipping manifest, disguised as a scouting trip.
But they never made it back.
Exactly. Only Enki and Kelva, another ally, knew the true purpose of their expedition. That manifest could lead us to undiscovered focus caches back in the Great Delta. Which is why I need your help to find Enki, or finish what he started.
The manifest that Enki was after. You said it could lead to more focuses?
Stockpiles of them, all back in the Great Delta. Only diviners are allowed to study the legacy, and from what Enki told me, only part of it at that.
So with focuses of your own, you could learn the truth for yourselves.
Not just learn, use. Everything the Quen have built, our fleets, our technologies, comes from the legacy. The true might of the Empire. With that knowledge and power on our side, we could finally loosen the stranglehold the boards have on our people. Maybe even overthrow them altogether.
Something I've always appreciated about this game is how expressive the characters are in conversations. Like, they're not just standing there staring at each other, almost like a board. They're walking around, they're using their arms, they have a lot of emotion and personality in how these conversations go, which I think that and the graphics add to the realism, the production quality of this game compared to a lot of others of the similar type. But I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it is subjective as to how you feel the gameplay is, because I know I've seen a lot of people think the world is kind of lifeless, but I don't know. I thought it's a fun game, and it's a very well polished in the production side of things.
So when you joined the expedition, you were after this shipping manifest?
Not quite. The fleet was originally bound for a different city far to the north, one we believed held many powerful secrets. Enki had hoped to recover as much knowledge as he could before it fell into the hands of the other diviners. After we wound up here, he found a scrap of data that mentioned the manifest and its supposed location. He realized this find would more than make up for our failed operation. It was a wind in our sails. Hope, at last.
I'm guessing there are more compliance officers like Rang back home?
Rang is a poisonous toad. But the Board of Compliance is the black heart of the Empire. It breeds fear and suspicion. All Quen are expected to watch for any sign of disobedience or malcontent. Turns neighbor against neighbor. Even divides families. My own brother, eager to rise in the ranks, reported our mother to compliance. She was innocent, of course. But after they released her from interrogation, she wasn't quite the same.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
That kind of betrayal, it never really heals.
I'll try to find Enki's expedition. Where exactly were they headed?
An island far to the southwest. Enki believed the manifest would be found in a ruin there. I also thought I saw smoke rising from another island east of it. Perhaps they ran into some trouble on the way?
It's worth a look.
If ancestors forbid, something happened to Enki out there, his focus can still help our cause, and the manifest he was after.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, it looks like we'll get a chance to check out the boat and exploring to go do this, because this is still going in a complete opposite direction of the main quest, so we'll go ahead and get this out of the way.
There's 2 leads to look into. If the shipping manifest Enki was after points the Quen to more focuses, it'll really change things in their homeland. Okay, let's see. Huh. Not a bad way to get around.
It's pretty cool, like a lava waterfall. Swing over here and grab this campfire while we're near it.
Smoke. Might be the distress signal Theo mentioned.
Oh, it's a T-Rex.
Shane's riled up about something on that ramp.
Hit that spot again! Good! Now hit it hard!
I'm stuck on that ruined bridge. Better get in there and clear out those machines.
Stop! Mind your surroundings! distance!
Noah mentioned last time that I might have to up the difficulty because the fights weren't seeming to take long enough. I don't think that's gonna be
It's dangerous!
a problem now because they took a lot longer than the wide maw fight did.
Stay away! There's only death! Here.
Guess there's more this way. Oh. Still something somewhere. Oh.
Clear. I should check on that Quinn.
You killed the machines well enough, Splinter. Mind a word?
Are you alright?
I'll live. But what's an outlander doing all the way out here?
My name's Aloy. I met your tribe back at your settlement. I'm here to look for Enki's expedition.
I see. I'm Rokomo. Diviner Enki was my charge.
We ran into machine trouble on a small island to the west. I had no choice but to drag Enki out of there. Didn't get far, obviously. A strange gyre smashed our boat into the ruins offshore. Barely made it to this island. And then we ran into those damn machines. Enki saw them before I did. Took a blow in my stead. He died from his wounds not long after.
If Enki is gone, I was asked to return his focus.
Impossible. It was lost to the waves. But now that you're here, maybe there's still a chance for my comrades. I left them on that island. Please, you have to help them.
Okay, I'll do what I can. But what about you? I can't just leave you here.
But don't worry about me. I cobbled together a raft. With those machines gone, I can get back to the settlement on my own.
Okay. Be safe then. should head to the other island. See if there are any survivors. And if Enki's focus sunk with their boat, I might be able to recover it. I gotta find that gyre Rokumo mentioned.
We'll go ahead and get the focus since it's on this side before we go over this
Rokumo's
other
left.
island.
Okay, back to sailing. Whoa. That gyre's trimming up the sea. Must be where Rokumo's boat sank. I might be able to find Enki's focus below. I better dive from a distance. Stay out of the vortex. Current. The gyre. Leaves tangled around the tail. In Rokumo's boat. I have focus though. Better keep looking. Oh, that truck could give me cover. Maybe my focus can help. Better head for the other island Rokumo mentioned. See if there are any survivors. Let's get going.
Stuff like that, I wonder just how much of this DLC is going to be taking place underwater. I mean, just looking at the map, a good portion of the map is just water, so it just be interesting to see what kind of balance they strike with that, because too much underwater stuff I feel can really bog down the pacing, but...
I think I'm getting close to the island Rokumo mentioned. Machines. I'll have to clear them out before I can look around.
So this is one of the new machines, the water wing. So it's weak to fire. So I'm going to want to target the lower beak and then the tips of the wings to take away some of the abilities. pretty aggressive. Especially with 3 of them at once. The stuns these things have is kind of ridiculous.
Area's clear. Better look around for any survivors.
Alright, that was a little tougher than I was expecting. But I want to try and keep these videos to about half an hour each, just so it's not overly long. And I know this quest isn't complete yet, but we're already at the half an hour mark, so I think we'll stop right here. Next time we'll pick up and finish this quest and hopefully be able to finish that first main quest. But until then, stay chill and go eat something good.